Let's connect with Mr. Sudhir Vasudeva, Chairman and Managing Director of ONGC. Mr. Vasudeva, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Let me first start with an understanding of your Tripura projects and what do you expect or how do you expect that Tripura project will progress in the near term?
Tripura has been producing gas for a long time. Only thing is we were not able to monetize this gas because this being in a remote area, we are producing. But then of late we found that it is better to monetize this by producing power there. So we decided to set up a power plant. So the 726 megawatt power plant, which is gas-based combined cycle, has already been, project is under implementation, and the first unit of 363 megawatt is hopefully going to be commissioned by July this year, and the second one will be ready by October this year. So this will help in monetizing the stranded gas, and ultimately will be producing about 5 million cubic meter of gas from Tripura. 2.65 will go towards this power, and others will be supplied to the existing consumers like TSED and NEEPCO and Brick Kiln, etc. So total project cost would be about 8,000 crores. It was 3,800 or 4,000 crores is towards this OTPC, which is an SPV of ONGC and ILFS for setting up a power. Another 4,000 crores is for setting up the infrastructure for increasing production from existing level to a level of 5 million cubic meter, which will require drilling of number of wells and setting up gas gathering stations, gas collecting stations and pipeline, etc.
Mr. Vasudeva, good morning. So how much investment are you planning to pour in there, and what kind of gas flows are expected from that project in, say, the next 1 to 2 years?
So this gas has already been committed to this SPV, the special purpose vehicle, which is ONGC has got a stake there and ILF has got a stake there, and we have got a long-term agreement with OTPC for supplying this gas. And the project cost is about 4,000 crore rupees for setting up this power plant. Another 4,000 crores ONGC is spending in developing the infrastructure, including the wells and the gas collecting stations and the pipelines, etc. And this will definitely be earning us a good return on capital, and whatever our hurdle rate is above that.
Mr. Vasudeva, what kind of capex are you planning at the KG-D6 basin? And how many wells will be drilled in next 1 or 2 years?
See, KG basin, first of all, we have already put our field GS15 on production this year, earlier means in August last year, and we'll be putting up G1 on production hopefully by end of this year. So that investment is about 2,800 crores and will produce about 2 million cubic meter of gas once these two fields are on production. Beyond that, we are in the process of developing S1 and Vasista, for which the tenders, etc., have been already invited. That project would cost about 3,500 crores, about 0.7 billion or something, and there the potential is about the potential is about 6 million cubic meter of gas per day. But the biggest one is our field, which is 98/2, which has got two distinct areas. One is the northern discovery area and the southern discovery area. We hope to start our appraisal in northern discovery area in post-monsoon this year, and we'll have to drill about 8 wells, each well costing about 60 million, so it is about $450 to $500 million we have to spend. And based on the outcome of that, we'll be preparing a field development plan, and if everything goes on well, then we'll be able to put this field on production along with few fields which are in the nominated nominated fields available with us. So all this will be on production hopefully by 16-17, and the production profile is of the order of 35 million cubic meters of gas per day.
So Mr. Vasudeva, have you already applied for the necessary approvals with the relevant ministries for clearances to drill these additional wells?
Yes, for this was one of the issues here, this was part of that rig moratorium policy, etc., and because of this got delayed. Now finally the approval of the ministry has come for giving us the extension, and the extension is up to end of 2013. So with that we'll be able to start our, we are already initiating action for hiring a rig, and hopefully post-monsoon we start the drilling.
Mr. Vasudeva, have you been approached by any SPA as they heard to be wanting to exit their investments as they are your partner in 3 blocks?
There are few things which keep happening now, and everything cannot be shared. As and when things are mature and can be shared with the public at large, they'll definitely be shared.
Have you approached West Bengal government to buy out their stake in Haldia Petrochemicals, Mr. Vasudeva? And what is your interest in the project? How much valuation do you see fair for the West Bengal government stake?
ONGC Group's interest is there. I mean, we have MRPL, which is also setting up a petrochemical or an aromatic plant next to it called ONGC Bangalore Petrochemicals Limited. And since they are also in the supply and the business of supply of naphtha, etc., they are discussing naphtha supply agreement with HPL. It makes a natural corollary for them in case they can get a stake. So it is, if at all we are successful, this will be taken by MRPL. So that discussions are at a very preliminary stage with the state government.
Mr. Vasudeva, Russian president recently announced a proposal to reduce taxes on tough-to-operate oil fields, which could potentially improve the oil netbacks for ONGC's Imperial Energy. What are your observations on this?
Since I have been traveling abroad, I have not been able to see this statement, particularly whether it is applicable for our Imperial field or not. But if it is, that this will definitely be useful for us, because the netback presently is so less that it is just not possible. First of all, the field has turned out to be much more difficult than what we had originally envisaged, and the drilling of wells and the hydrofracturing was not really giving us the longevity which is expected from wells. So therefore, we are not in a position to increase production. So any more netback coming here will give us the impetus to invest more in the field and improve productivity.
And how are you observing the production profile of KN India at the current juncture?
So they are producing. We are 30% partner with them in the Rajasthan JV, and they are producing about 150,000 barrels a day, and we are happy about that.